WD18 outside Vicarage Road has finished Watford 0, Crystal Palace 0, joined by Shane.
Right, mate.
I tell you what, mate, before the game we were both thinking to ourselves, this has got Zaha's masterclass written all over it.
Yep.
We've come out with a point. I have to say the fans have split in opinion whether it's a disappointing result or a good result. How did you see the game?
Well, it was the only 0-0 game, only 3 o'clock game today, and obviously it was a 0-0. So, look, I think first half I thought we were all over them first half. The fans were quiet. They had very little really going on. Zaha was kept completely quiet. He didn't have a sniff. But we failed to take our chances yet again. We just didn't take our chances. And it's all well and good, right, doing these flicks and all that. You know, Troy did a few of them and all that. But we just tend to overplay it. There's no simplicity sometimes with our play. Okaka I thought was unlucky with that header. I mean, if it's just a couple of inches lower, it goes and it flies into that top corner, and it's 1-0. I'm not disappointed today. I'm just a little bit like, if this had happened, maybe we could have done something. If that had happened, then, you know, results could have gone either way. But Palace weren't really that like troubling, I guess, in any kind of respect. I thought Zaha was his usual cunty self.
I was going to touch on that. Were they penalties for you?
Honestly, I'm going to say this right down the camera. Chris Kavanagh, you fucking bottled it today with Zaha. You should, for me, should have been sent off. Yeah, 2-footed on Carnes, this is one thing, all right, but to go down and dive in 2 separate penalty areas, right, it's ridiculous. That Carnes, I think, one alone, I think, even deserved probably even a red card, you know. But
then they could just play devil's advocate here. They could argue that Decore for a second yellow with Zaha and putting his hands to his face.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but come on, Zaha did nothing in the game, and he had 3 big talking points. He only got a yellow card. I think he got away with it. But ultimately, I've got to give a big shout. Kabasele Cathcart today kept Zaha really under control. They were fantastic. We've missed Kabasele. We've really missed Kabasele because he adds that kind of stability to that defence. Maps. Cathcart's very calm as well, and I think we've missed that calming influence. But he's like an older statesman. Like, he's been here since promotion and all that, and even before then, he's been a bit of a rock inside that defence. Now he's been unlucky with injuries. Great to see him come back. Must have been almost awful for him to be sitting out on the sidelines, not knowing if he'll come back again. He had a really serious injury, but fair play to him. I thought Maps gave the ball away too much today. Did all right, but not his usual. He's not a natural right back though for me. He's better off playing in the centre. Holebas, set piece delivery was poor today. Did all right, but we didn't have that cutting edge to break past Palace today. That was what was really annoying. I think when we had that last free kick, you knew it was going to go into the bloody wall because it was Holebas that was taking it. I will say one thing. Richarlison, when he came on today, I thought he was dreadful. I mean, he has this one great ball, right? Andre Gray, for the first time in a while, is actually making a run down the middle, right? Why hasn't Richarlison got any sense to time that ball coming into him? He said he just smacks one long and expects Andre Gray to sprint on the end. It's never going to happen. You know, if you know someone like Andre's on the pitch, put chances for him on a play. If he times that right, Andre Gray is through one-on-one, and he probably takes his chance, or it ends up at Croxley Station, right? But either way, you know, you've got to take those kind of chances. You know, Palace were a bit ropey at the back today. You know, I don't know who their right back was, but he was lucky to still be on the pitch. I thought Ward, you know, he should have got a second yellow, I thought, in like the latter stages of that. But ultimately, I'm not disappointed today. Case of what really could have been. Palace, I think, will be happy with the point personally because they were battling for long parts of that first half. Second half, they came out, looked more lively. But players like Townsend today were quiet. Milivojevic, I didn't think was his usual effervescent stuff, as I'm sure the Palace fans will probably say. But it's a point. We're still not on 40 points. It's still a bit of a worry. I think Grathia, again, some of his tactics today weren't as good. I wouldn't have taken off Will Hughes personally. Okaka going off, yeah, fair enough, but you swap like for like for me. You take off Okaka, you bring on Gray.
But I have to say though, I thought Gracia in the first half, the 4-4-2 worked really well.
Yeah, he did, but I still think Okaka can't do 90 minutes. He's just huffing and puffing a little bit. He looked good first half. Second half, there was nothing there. Troy again, huff and puff, but
I thought he was superb.
He was all right today, but again, it's just there's something missing, I think, up front. You know, you've got Troy, you've got Andre, you've got Okaka, neither of which are really firing. I thought Troy looked better with Okaka, but I don't think we gave Gray enough time to really come on. I think for Gray, you need to bring him on the hour, 60, 65 minutes. You need to bring him on, give him a proper chance, not last 10 minutes like we did today. Ultimately, it's a point. We move on to the deathly game at Wembley. We don't have a great record at Wembley. It could be a stuffing. It really could. I mean, we were nervous today for Zaha and Townsend. On Monday night, we've got Dele Alli and Christian Eriksen live on Sky, so everyone's going to see. Yeah, everyone's going to see some of our questionable defending. I'm going to go for, but no, it's a point and we move on.